up, y'all? Me again, back with another video. Hope everybody out there doing good. Hope you staying blessed, and I hope you being productive. Being that it's the top of the month, I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk to y'all about finance, because one of the biggest and hardest things I see a lot of people make mistakes with is money. It's a little bit embarrassing. Don't nobody want to admit that they don't know how to manage their money. No matter if you're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company or you work in fast food, you need to learn how to master the art of managing your money. It is an art, because if you know how to do it, it will bring you a lot of perks in life. All of us, including myself, we all have made financial decisions that have hurt us maybe short term, or some of us have made financial decisions that have hurt us long term. Rather, it was getting a student loan that you've been paying on for the past 30 years, or maybe getting an auto loan, maybe a credit card, maybe high ass rent that you can't afford. It's numerous financial mistakes. But luckily, I'm here to save the day. So today I got a couple of financial tips that you need to use if you want to start saving your money and living a life of luxury and financial freedom. So without further ado, let's go. All right, let's get straight into it. One of the first things you need to know about money is this. Money can either be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy, given the situation that you put yourself in. But one of the first things I want you to do is manage your money. And this is what I mean. You need to start budgeting and tracking your money. Now, they got plenty of apps out there that help you budget and manage your money. But if you like having your internet, your information, all over on the internet for everybody to see, be my guest. I wouldn't do that. What you can do is get you something like this. Yeah, go old school. Get you a notepad. Or if you're somebody who writes small, you can get you something like this. Or if you're a little bit older than me, if you're a little bit younger than me, you can track it with one of these. Now, all of these things is basically a data spreadsheet. Everybody who make a lot of money, who is good with managing their money, they use these. And basically, you want to break these down into three categories, okay? The first category, you're going to have income. This is income after taxes. And this is why I wanted to make this video at the beginning of the month, because it's going to take you 90 days to actually break this down and to master this, okay? This is not something that you're going to be able to master overnight. So you want to start on the first of any month. And what you want to do is write down exactly what your income is every goddamn month. This is after taxes. Like, you should know exactly how much money you make every single goddamn month. Like, no questions asked. You need to start looking at check stubs, your W-2s, whatever it is. If you do DoorDash or Lyft or any of that shit, you need to be able to track how much exactly you make. Now, put that into the first category, okay? Now, we got the second category. The second category is your expenses, but not just any kind of expenses. I want you to start tracking the expenses first that you can't go out without of. A lot of us got expenses that we can go without of. We're going to get to that. But right now, I want you to track the expenses that you can't go without. Rent, mortgage, car note, car insurance, food, anything like that. If you can't go without it, it's like a guarantee that you have to pay for it, even if you was on the hospital on your goddamn deathbed. Put that in category one, okay? Now you got two categories. For the third category, this is your wants, but you really need it. Meaning things like maybe cell phone, maybe subscription services, certain things like that. Things that you got, but you don't really too much need. All that excess shit can go in category three, okay? Stay with me on this. Now you got three categories. I want you to subtract the expense from your monthly income, okay? Now let's just do some simple math. Say you make, I don't know, shit. Let's just say you make $10,000 a month. Your expenses is $5,000. That means you got $5,000 left over. Okay. At the end of the month, you know for a fact that you got $5,000 left over. That is the beginning of budgeting like a boss, like a CEO, because now you know exactly all 12 months of the year, you know exactly how much money you have every single month after you pay your bills. These are the bills that's going to keep you alive and keep you afloat. So since you know you got $5,000, let's get our budgeting on. I want you to take that $5,000 and I want you to split that in half. What's that, like 2,500? $2,500 on this side, $2,500 on this side. And what you're doing is now you're actually starting to save and invest. You went from the budgeting, now we're going into a whole nother category. We're going into the saving and investing. Half of that $5,000, 250. What you want to do is you want to save that. This is your emergency fund. This is how you build up an emergency fund, because you're going to need that. You may get fired from your job. You may get into a car accident. Who knows what's going to happen, but you're going to need some type of safety net of money to fall back on in case you have these situations. On the flip side of that, in order to generate more money, you have to learn more skills. See, a lot of people really don't understand how it go. You're not just gonna wake up and apply for a job on Indeed and get it because you got 1,000 fucking likes on fucking YouTube or Instagram. It don't work like that. In order for you to get paid more, you have to learn more. So that 250, the other 250, I want you to invest that into learning a high paying skill. Or you can invest that into your purpose, maybe starting a YouTube channel. You may need to pay for camera equipment, audio, whatever, backdrops, software, laptops, whatever it is. Now you got a monthly budget expense for that. Okay? So you done broke down the money, you done budget the money, now you got money to save with. Okay? Now, if you continue to do this, like I said, you're not going to be able to learn this overnight. It's going to take you about 90 days, and it's going to be some hits or miss. But I promise you, if you're able to do this in 6 months, you'll be able to have a stash of money saved. You'll have money that you're investing into your high paying skill, and you'll also have money to pay your bills. Okay? This is how people budget like a boss. All right?